these massive crows on my lawn. They're always around my house, getting into my trash and throwing it all over the street. They're huge. Hey. And it's only 107 right now. I'm going to get hotter, so I'm dying out here. My head is pounding, but I have to go to the drugstore. So here I am in this heat. Fun times. Hey, crows! Crows! They don't care. They just chill. This is some sort of a sign. I'm gonna look it up. So, told you it was gonna get hotter later. I'm in hell. So coming out of my house, my little friends are there. One just flew. But he's a thug. Okay guys, I'm melting out here. It is so hot and it's not helping me with my health. I can't stand it. Look who's here again. I tell you, I see them almost every day and I think it's the same too. I've really got to read and look up what the message is, because I just feel like somebody's trying to tell me something. Hey crows, they're my friends. Hey everybody, so let's talk about crows. I've been seeing these two crows for the past couple of days constantly in my front yard. When I go out to leave somewhere or when I come home from somewhere, they're there. And they don't leave when I pull up or when I walk outside. Most of the time they just chill. So I wanted to look up if there's a meaning behind this, because I just feel like there's something to it. So checked out on my computer the meaning of crows. It says if you see crows often, this may be why. It can be a message from beyond. Whenever an animal shows up repeatedly, it is a spiritual sign to pay attention. Animal guides enter your life to give you messages from beyond and also reassure you that you are on the right path. So if you see crows often, the universe is telling you something, which I kind of had a feeling that it was some sort of sign. This raven-colored bird is associated with the great mysteries of life. If you keep seeing crows around, you need to pay extra attention to the messages they bring. The power sign of the bird brings mysticism. These birds are usually associated with dark omen and death in mythology. It is all how you choose to interpret their meaning. Whenever you read a message or symbolism, always remain in a positive light, which I choose to be positive. If the bird is showing up, here are some of the signals it is relating to you. Crows and humans have a dubious relationship. In literature, they're often portrayed as a bad omen, an evil bird associated with witchcraft. Yet these ebony feathered birds are also revered for their cleverness. Oh, few birds stir up as much emotion as this one does. The black-winged bird merged in ancient drawings and writings as a potent sign. In early Mesopotamian poem, they were said to be part of the Great Flood. Greek and Roman mythology personified the crow with the god Apollo, who was said to have changed the crow's feathers from white to black. These creatures appear in South American, Europe, Scandinavian, and Celtic literature, often coupled with the raven, a bird that looks similar to the crow with an equally bad rap. Throughout history, crows are portrayed as spirits, divine messengers, a bad omen, or an exorcised spirit. These tricksters threaten humans like few other birds. Maybe it's because they're so much like us humans. Researchers suggest they found many similarities between human and crow behavior. Like humans, crows live in small family groups, yet often like to gather with larger groups of crows. They can adapt to a variety of habitats. You find these birds in rural farm areas and parking lots in the suburbs. They search for food with a keen ability to use whatever resources they need to grab a meal. Historically, birds and humans have competed for food. Farmers found this bird so much of a nuisance they created the scarecrow to frighten the feathered marauders. Throughout history, during plagues and wars, this species acted as scavengers of the human dead. This behavior has been the subject of many horror movies and books. Today, we use common, I'm going to say this word wrong, idioms, probably said it totally wrong, about these birds in our everyday language. Here are several well-known expressions you may hear or use yourself. As the crow flies. This phrase describes the most direct path to somewhere. It's the path a bird would fly to get to its destination. Getting up with the crows. If you're getting up with these birds, it means you're getting up very early. Crow's feet. These little wrinkles on the outer edge of your eyes are supposedly the exact shape of the feet of the birds. Eat crow. This is to be humbled by something you said or did wrong. Crowing about something. If you're crowing about something, you're bragging about it. Personally, I don't use any of those, but I've heard some of them said. Many people feel that these creatures represent hidden meanings. Seeing a group of birds can have different meanings depending upon who you listen to. Here is a list of some common thought hidden meanings of the birds. Change or metamorphosis, sharp insights, adverse happening about to occur, something good is about to happen. I'm praying for that one. Dark omen, if you dream about a crow, it could mean death or trouble. Good fortune, if a crow crosses your path. I'll take that one too. If you have these specific birds in your dreams, it means there's a good change ahead. Well, I haven't dreamt about them, I just see them in real life. Is the crow your spirit animal? Many people believe that everyone has a spirit animal. Your spirit animal is the animal you most look and act like. If this bird is your spirit animal, it's a sign of luck to you. It means you're smart, maybe even tricky. This bird is seen as dominant in insight and having magical abilities. Other spirit animal traits of the crow include mystery. Maybe you are told you're mysterious, dark, or foreboding. Transformation. You may have gone through a significant transformation or recently found your destiny. Very smart, if you're considered sneaky smart or clever. Not afraid of new situations, you're bold. Mischievous. You have been told you're a trickster or impish. Maybe this creature is your animal spirit. If the black-winged bird is your animal spirit, you may be seen as prophetic. Probably said that wrong too. Able to tell people good or bad omens. If you think a crow is your spirit animal, you don't worry too much about what people say about you. That's because these birds are confident and feisty beings. I think this bird is my husband's spirit animal. Myth number 1 about crows. Crows have poor memories. These birds have superior memories to other birds, similar to a dog or a squirrel. They hide their food and get it later. Sometimes they move it 2 or 3 times, but they always remember where to find it. Myth number 2. These birds make a sound like a cat. Crows have a distinct call or song. Some people think that they sound as if they're crying out if someone comes near their nest or food. They make a caw-caw sound. Myth number 3. Crows are always black. Youngsters look different from their adult parents. They have blue eyes and brownish feathers. Adult crows have black eyes, legs, and beak. Their feathers have an iridescent bluish, purplish, and greenish gleam to them. You can't always see these colors unless the crow is in the sunshine. Myth number 4. This bird gets scared easily. Crows don't get along well with humans. That's because humans are the crow's largest predator. However, they're fearless when it comes to other birds and animals. They've even been known to chase after eagles and even dogs. Myth number 5. Crows are independent birds. These blackbirds stay with their mate for their entire life until they die. Both male and female care for the eggs sitting on them. Interesting. Myth number 6. Crows are picky eaters. These birds eat a variety of things. Up to a 100 different things appeal to their appetite. They eat worms, insects, food scraps from trash cans, seeds, and fruit. I know this for a fact because those lovely crows that I see all the time have torn up my trash several times and thrown it into the streets and on the side of our house. Luckily, we were able to replace our trash cans so it doesn't happen anymore. Myth number 7. Crows live in mostly cities. Crows live everywhere, but they like rural areas best. They will live in cities if they have enough room to build their nest and gather in large groups, usually in parking lots or parks. They make their nest anywhere: trees, cliffs, tall buildings, or highway signs. The male and female crows build their nest together and take turns sitting on the eggs. Myth number 8. These birds don't steal. Crows are notorious thieves. They observe other birds' nests, waiting for the bird to fly away. Then the crow will swoop in and steal the nest's eggs. They will also take food the mother bird gathers for her baby birds, grabbing it as soon as the mother drops it off at her nest. Myth number 9. Crows aren't smart. Crows are brilliant birds. Their brains are bigger than all the other birds except the parrot. Indeed, the ratio of their mind to their body is similar to a chimpanzee. Myth number 10. Crows can't problem solve. People report seeing crows placing walnuts on the highway so that a car runs over them to crack them open. Then the crow swoops down and eats the meat of the nut. Some people have watched a crow use a stick to reach food. Oh, they're pretty snazzy, huh? Weird facts about crows. Crows visit their dead. When a crow dies, a large group of the flock will gather around the dead bird. They do this, it's thought, to learn how to survive in the place where their flockmate died. Even if there's a lot of food in the area, they won't return to that place if they see a dead bird. They are built-in babysitters. The teenage crows often help guard the nest for their parents. They will feed the parents and hunt food for the baby birds in the nest. Crows make a variety of calls. They are well known for their familiar caw-caw sound, but they make different sounds depending on where they're located. Plus, they have a unique call for their friends and relatives they use to signal them of danger or finding food. Crows are good drivers. It's been observed to see these birds seem to understand how traffic lights work. You often see a crow swooping down onto the highway to grab a dead animal. They wait until the light is red to do this, and when it turns green, they fly away to remain on the side of the road until the light turns red again. Interesting. They hold grudges. A study in 2011 found that if these particular birds feel threatened by a person, they will remember that person's face. When the person comes near them later on, the crow will angrily dive bomb the individual. Well, I haven't been dive bombed, so maybe these are crows from a parking lot that we used to feed French fries to. Oh wow. Others in the area will join in the attacks. Even younger birds that may not have been around the first time the crow felt threatened. Besides humans, owls, hawks, and ravens prey on this black bird. The larder birds can attack crows or their nest. Interestingly enough, crows will also attack or mob these same birds when they're alone. Indeed, studies show that if crows are removed from an area, the population of those large prey birds will grow considerably. Thus, crows are beneficial, especially in rural areas where livestock are being raised, since hawks, ravens, and owls prey upon domestic animals. My biggest fear with Breezy, because she's so tiny. She's fat, but she's tiny. Because we have a hawk that sits in our backyard on top of the electrical pole. And that hawk, I'm sorry, it's not a hawk, it's an owl. That owl has been stalking my Breezy since she was this big. She used to fit in the palm of our hand. So she never goes outside alone, especially at night. Because my biggest fear is that owl's going to get her. Crows and humans have lived together for centuries. Though often misunderstood, crows are fascinating birds. Their intelligence, cleverness, and beneficial contributions to humans make them good birds to have around your area. Who knows whether they really do bring good luck or bad luck, but the next time you observe a crow, be sure not to threaten it. Otherwise, he'll hold a grudge against you. I'm not threatening these crows. No, no, no. Okay, finally. Of course, my computer's freezing now. If you see crows often, this is what it means. So, number one, change is coming. The crow connects with both positive and negative symbolism. This trickster of a bird shows up to let you know that things are ever changing. Continue overcoming any obstacles. Have you been asking for a deeper connection with your dreams and visions? Are you finding an imbalance in your life? Change is definitely coming in this world. Number two, you could be undergoing a considerable transformation. Are you stopping your abundance, whether it be health, personal, or wealth, due to fear and anxiety? The bird's mysticism and magic can aid in your quest. The crow's medicine is a reminder that you are on the verge of manifesting whatever you have been creating in your mind. This is a good thing. Allow those positive thoughts to guide you. Amen to that. Number 3, you're on the verge of a creative breakthrough. I hope so. You are feeling a robust creative surge and do not know how to bring it to the surface. The crow can bring prophetic gifts of insight. What's stopping you from creatively, opening up? Let the crow's medicine help you reach your authentic power. I need these crows in my life. Number 4, there is an imbalance in your life. Step back and take notes. The blackbird is a sound symbolism of balance in dark and light. Even their feathers change shades with the sunlight. Just like the yin and yang, you need to find grounding in all aspects of your life. Seeing one is a reminder that where there is dark, there is also the other side of light. Amen to that. Number 5, your tenacity and persistence will pay off. These birds do not give up easily. They will pursue their target and get whatever they need when they need it. You are gradually shifting into your confident self. Let's hope so. I need to do more lives, and I'm really not comfortable with my lives. I need my confident self. Number 6, you will witness similar signs and synchronicity around you. A visit from your spirit animal will guide you to continue opening up your vision. The bird is beckoning you to use your gifts of clairvoyance. Take flight and follow your dreams. Wow, interesting. As with any other animal totem, they show up at just the right moment in your life to guide and reassure you that you are on the right path. If you've lost touch with your childlike sense of wonder, this creature is a perfect teacher to remind you that magic exists all around you. If you see this blackbird, know he is the master of illusion and the ancient symbol of prophecy. Nothing is unreal as long as you can imagine like a crow. By Mania Khan said that. Wow. That was some eye-opening stuff right there. Because I have not only the crows, but the 1111 that keeps popping up on me everywhere. So obviously the universe is telling me something. I just feel like these are signs from the universe, whether it be my spirit animal or whatever it may be. These are definitely signs to me, and I just wanted to go in and look at this because there's another thing that says if you see one crow it means something, but if you see 2 crows it means something else, and I always see the 2 crows. So it says, if you're seeing one crow all the time, if you randomly come across a crow just sitting there right outside of your house or on your car or some other spot, ever wondered what it symbolizes? What can be the possible reason for this spiritual creature to pay you a visit? Brace yourself, because sighting a single crow is a mere indication of bad luck coming to your doorstep. It means loss, death, or similar catastrophic change is going to come to your life. That's if you see one crow. I've been seeing 2 crows, so go ahead. So the 2 crow meaning is, if one crow means disaster, a pair of them is going to be a blessing for you. 2 crows signal you that you are going to experience a major change in your life in a better and joyous manner. In other words, they bring news of good luck with them. So do keep a close watch for this one. And that's what I am seeing. 2 crows all the time. So I welcome that blessing. I want it. I need it in my life. Bring it on. I know I'm on the right path. So with you guys blessing me, my YT community and family, I hope I can be successful and prosper at this. And who knows what it can mean. I mean, I'm here to support you, and I want to get positive messages out there and feed love to the world and good vibes, because we don't have a lot of that right now in this world. This world's going to crap. So I want to be the positive blessing like so many in my YT family. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And I thank you for watching. And make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.